Howdy and namaste everyone. My name is Parth and welcome to the Karma Yogi podcast, where we discuss how to attract extraordinary success and become a better version of ourselves every day. No matter where you are on the planet, we are all going through a difficult time right now. And before I proceed with the episode, I just want to say that you and your loved ones are in my thoughts and prayers as we go through this global crisis. Yes, these are uncertain times. The stock market is plummeting, public places are closed, there are lockdowns in some countries, and we are all advised to stay indoors as much as possible. While all these occurrences can be extremely annoying, if we zoom out and look at the bigger picture, we will realize that these setbacks are temporary. While it's wise to take the coronavirus pandemic and its economic repercussions seriously, I also suggest you to remind yourself again and again that this too shall pass. As Robin Sharma writes, this will all finish and good times will eventually return. Do what you need to do to ride the storm out safely, yet keep connected to the light of the stars above. Even the darkest night offers you luminous beauty from the heavens to appreciate and honor. Along with mental and emotional fortitude, we must also cultivate financial optimism. We are all worried and scared about the economy, but we must develop positivity in our minds and our hearts, as challenging as it might be. It's human and natural to have our hearts racing when we see fearful stories on media and news channels. But we must not let fear and panic influence our financial decisions. If we want to win with money, we must play the long game. Freaking out and acting on impulse only leads to negative consequences. Of course, the stock market will take a hit, but guess what? It will bounce back sooner or later. It always does. Don't let your emotions control you. Investing is pretty much like riding a roller coaster, and that's why jumping off it in the middle of the ride is never going to lead you to any good. The bottom line is that you have to focus on long-term wins. Don't give in to fear, anxiety, panic, greed, and other negative emotions, and invest consistently. Adversities that feel unconquerable in the moment will seem more manageable when you zoom out and look at them as temporary blips. Don't let the bumps in the road discourage you and lower your resolve. Whenever you feel the fear of the unknown overpowering you, just focus on this essential truth. Investing is for the long term, not the short term. Now let's talk about the isolation period that we are all going through. Whether you like it or not, trust me, you're doing the right thing and performing your civic duty by isolating yourself in your house. I know it's tough, but self-quarantine is the best and most effective strategy to stave off this COVID-19 pandemic and quote-unquote flatten the curve. This global health crisis is serious, and we all must take care of ourselves and others by staying indoors. This means you would be either working from home or worse, not working at all because your workplace is shut down. Just because you're confined to your living room doesn't mean that you must start binge watching shows and movies on Amazon Prime, Netflix, or Disney Plus. Nor does it imply that you can waste your time playing video games for endless hours. My sincere suggestion is to use your precious time and attention wisely. Of course, you can watch shows and movies to relax and distract yourself from feeling anxious and stressed about uncertain times, but try to focus a major portion of your time on uplifting and productive pursuits. Here are some positive and constructive things you can do while you are in self-quarantine. Number 1. Read a book. You can use this time to invest in yourself and accrue knowledge and wisdom via books. Reading is an incredible activity. It's both enriching and uplifting. So in these difficult times, it can surely be something worthwhile with a lasting ROI. So try to focus a major portion of your time on self-education and personal development. Whether you are a bibliophile or not, you would already have a few books in your mind. Chances are you would have always wished to read more, but you didn't have the time. Well, your wish has been granted. Now you have all the time in the world. So set aside time every day to either read or listen to a book. Let go of the easy novels and beach reads and read something related to self-improvement or a certain topic that you have been curious about. Go deep and read something that is both educational and enjoyable, maybe even spiritual. And if you're clueless about where to begin and what to read, don't worry, I have got you covered. You can go through my book recommendations in the essay, Books to Read in Self-Quarantine. I'll add a link to it in the show notes. Number 2. Learn a new skill. The modern business landscape is rapidly changing and new skills are needed constantly, but it can be nearly impossible to learn something new when you are immersed in the daily grind and have a packed schedule at work. So use this opportunity to learn something new. Take that online coding class, practice your podcasting or video editing skills, or start learning a foreign language now. Imagine the surprised faces of your coworkers when you return from this extended break knowing how to design marketing materials or speaking Spanish. There are several resources available to teach yourself with blogs, apps, learning platforms, and online courses at your fingertips. As Jim Rohn said, learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you'll make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. If you learn a useful skill while away from the office, you will return to what may be a struggling economy and a difficult job market with a leg up on your competition. Number 3. Watch a documentary or a docu-series. A great alternative to fill up your wisdom tank is to watch documentaries. Documentaries and docu-series can be a very effective way to introduce yourself to new topics as well as gain more perspective on certain topics you may already be knowledgeable in. As they give your mind new information to absorb and think about, they keep your brain active and engaged. Documentaries allow you to develop a more well-rounded base of knowledge rather than specializing in one area. In addition, they are often fun and entertaining to watch. Documentaries are one of the easiest ways to learn new information due to our attraction to enticing visuals, music, and storytelling. And it has been observed that many people are more likely to pay attention to a documentary than reading a book or listening to a lecture. Number 4. Meditate and or pray. There are numerous benefits to meditation or prayer. To truly do nothing but meditate or pray might be a challenge for you in the everyday rush. Now with zero commute and plenty of extra time, you can. Start small by dedicating 5 minutes to practice meditation or pray. Choose a quiet place in your home, eliminate all distractions and just focus on your breathing or repeat a particular mantra. Another option is to use a free guided meditation audio or video to help you with this. If you like, you can also incorporate affirmations or visualization exercises in your meditation sessions. You can expand this time block bigger each day and meditate for 15 to 20 minutes or even longer eventually. You have to build up instead of jumping into an unattainable commitment. Meditation is one practice that you can really improve on with the extra time you have in your hand. It brings you benefits in every respect, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and with consistent practice, you're able to get in touch with the stillness inside. If you enjoy your sessions, it's definitely something you might just want to continue when things get back to normal. Number 5. Journal. Journaling is a wonderful practice that I believe we all must experiment with. It's a simple but powerful exercise and an intimate way to express our thoughts and become cognizant of them. Journaling gives us both time and space to explore our thoughts, feelings, and emotions and capture them into words. It helps us discover who we are as a person. Author Susan Sontag explains this wonderfully in these words. In the journal, I do not just express myself more openly than I could do to any person, I create myself. She adds, the journal is a vehicle for my sense of selfhood. In addition, journaling is incredibly helpful in our personal growth. It doesn't matter whether you maintain a physical notebook or use a digital tool and how much you write each day. Just get started with writing your thoughts and experiences. Try to make journaling a daily habit. I'm sure it'll add great value to your success and your life in these turbulent times. Number 6. Deepen daily gratitude. Now is an incredible opportunity and a wise time to appreciate all the good things in your life as never before. Gratitude is the antidote to fear, anxiety, and panic. As Tony Robbins says, we can't feel fear while feeling gratitude at the same time. Concentrating on the tiny blessings and precious aspects of your life will keep you happy, self-assured, and healthy during this time of unease and global disturbance. Here's the thing, no matter what we go through, gratitude acts as a form of self-care and reorients us back to the goodness of life and our inherent humanness. And this is the reason I created the 20-day Karma Yogi Gratitude Challenge to bring back gratitude in your life, to help you embrace positivity and start looking at things from a whole new perspective, to help you become a better version of yourself. The 21 actionable exercises in this challenge have been designed to eliminate negativity, frustration, anxiety, anger, and restlessness and bring you a sense of gratitude, appreciation, and groundedness to your life. I invite you to join me on this journey. I'll add a link to this online challenge in the show notes through which you'll get a 2-month free trial on Skillshare, which will allow you to take this challenge for free. Number 7. Optimize your morning routine. I've talked extensively about the importance of having a morning routine. When you win your mornings, you win your days. And this is incredibly important during these hard times. Every day I perform my daily dawn routine that I have talked about before, which includes exercising, yoga, breathing exercises, meditation, and reading. A world-class morning routine is of great significance now as we go through these turbulent times. It will help you protect your focus and performance in these testing times and battle-proof you through any personal and professional challenges that come your way. Number 8. Work on a passion project. We are all geniuses in our own regard. We all have passions. But the harsh truth is that there are many people who are not fortunate enough to call their current job as a passion. The everyday struggles can keep people away from cultivating their respective passions. And that's why this is a wonderful time to direct your focus and energy towards a passion project or a side hustle that can bring you an extra source of income. Maybe you want to open up your own bakery. Maybe you have always wanted to write a novel or a non-fiction book. Maybe you want to start your own podcast or create some designs to sell merchandise. As Steven Pressfield says, just get your butt where your heart is and start doing the work. Use this time well. Create meaningful artworks, work on the marketing aspects, work on branding, do whatever is necessary to get you off the ground. You don't have to put pressure on yourself to finish whatever project you start. Your only agenda is to start and make significant progress. To get the ball rolling and get momentum on your side so that you are able to accomplish your desired objective in the near future. Number 9. Work out or do yoga at home. Going to the gym may not be an option right now, and there's a good chance you may not have exercise equipment or dumbbells at home. Don't worry, you don't need a gym membership to stay fit, and even a little exercise when done consistently goes a long way. There are plenty of ways to stay in shape without weights and fitness equipment. Browse YouTube for workout videos or join an online fitness community. I recommend checking out Fitness Blender and AthleanX. If you have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, challenge friends to an activity competition. This will help you have accountability. I also recommend Yoga with Adriene for any yoga related videos. They are really helpful. The important thing is that you keep moving, do activities at a higher pace that get your heart pumping and sweat as much as possible. The American Heart Association recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise per week or an equivalent combination of both. This will benefit your body and also improve your mental health and sleep. If you'd like to know more about how I perform my workouts, I'll share a link to the essay, My Minimalist Fitness Routine, in the show notes. Number 10. Go for a walk or a run. If your city or town is relatively safe and not under a lockdown, you can safely go outside while avoiding close contact with people you come across and touching any surfaces that might be infected. Sometimes this is the best thing we can do to enhance our focus, get some R&R in the middle of the day, and improve our mental and spiritual well-being. Soaking up sunshine and breathing fresh air, especially in the morning, will help rejuvenate you and make you feel better. Wear a mask when you go outside and just remember, if you run into neighbors doing the same thing, do your part and keep your distance. Wave hello, perform namaste or do a victory gesture, but try to stay 6 feet away. Do not under any circumstances shake hands. Number 11. Perform a brain stimulating activity. Along with exercising your body, it's important that you exercise your mind as well. Binge watching TV or Netflix and scrolling on your phone for long spans can attenuate your neural activity. On top of that, mindless activity and watching negative media can even make you feel depressed and anxious. So open a Sudoku book, break out that big puzzle you have been putting off, find some brain games online or in an app like Lumosity to stay sharp and boost your mental energy, or simply play an interesting and engaging board game with your family members. Along with all these suggestions, there are many more things you can do to put your time and energy to good use, such as limiting your news and social media intake, practicing self-discipline both in your work and life in general, helping the less privileged and elderly in whatever way you can, and doing some spring cleaning and minimizing your stuff. There are so many avenues to use your time wisely and constructively. And ultimately, it's your choice whether you want to wedge out the entirety of this extended break or roll up your sleeves and do some positive and productive things for yourself and others. Now it's time for the Gratitude Attitude segment. This week I'm grateful to the recent podcast episodes and YouTube videos posted by The Minimalists, Ryan Holiday via The Daily Stoic, Matt Diavella, Robin Sharma, Dave Ramsey via his radio show, and my mentor Darren Hardy. These episodes and videos have kept me in the right headspace and heart space over the past couple of weeks as the coronavirus pandemic has worsened. In order for me to show up as an effective leader and the best person I can be, both personally and professionally in these uncertain times, I'm focusing on feeding my mind with positive and relevant information and inspiration. Also, as you might have guessed by now, along with Karma Yoga, I'm a big fan and advocate of Stoicism. So I also wanted to express my gratitude to a couple of Stoic books, which I have mentioned numerous times, but I want to talk about them one more time. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius and the Daily Stoic book along with its companion journal. The Stoic quotes, meditations and the journaling prompts are helping me cultivate the inner strength and calm that I need in these turbulent times. Along with all these resources, of course, I'm also thankful to the World Health Organization website and the governments all across the globe for spreading awareness and taking preventative measures to flatten the curve and slow this crisis. Plus the relentless medical and healthcare professionals, both in the hospitals and the labs, that are working around the clock to save lives and come up with rapid tests and potential vaccines and/or drugs for diagnosis and treatment purposes. And last but not the least, all the leaders in the communities and workplaces worldwide who are stepping up, taking charge of things, and helping the elderly and other less privileged people as they go through these uncertain and challenging times. There's so much bravery, dedication, courage, exceptionalism, goodness and humanness at display in the world right now, and I'm grateful I'm witnessing these virtues in action. This is selfless service. This is Karma Yoga at its best. As I have said before, this is a remarkable time to practice the tenets of Stoic philosophy. We can all employ Stoicism to empower us to step up and be a shining example in these difficult times. Amor fati, cultivate a love for your faith. Premeditatio malorum, prepare for the worst. Memento mori, let this experience bring death into your perspective. Enjoy the present moment and make the most of your time and energy and try to focus on constructive pursuits as much as you can. This is a great occasion to focus exclusively on what we can control and let go of what we can't. No matter what circumstances we encounter, we always have absolute control over our thoughts, words, and actions. We can stay calm and cultivate stillness within us and not let fear and panic drive us to irrational behavior. We can see things as they are and not let our judgments affect the way we perceive them. Now is a wonderful opportunity to embrace and embody the four Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. We can all choose to become well informed and act wisely, to act with fearlessness instead of getting influenced by fear inducing stories broadcasted by news channels and various media 24/7. To do the right thing in spite of our personal and professional losses, and to practice self control whenever and wherever required. To help you learn the essential tools and strategies of Stoicism in these uncertain and difficult times, I'm starting an offer on my ebook Stoic Life, which is the third book in the Meditations for the Learning Mind series. Through this book, you can be in tune with the Stoic philosophy on a daily basis as you face the challenges of everyday life with practical wisdom and inner fortitude. The wisdom of great philosophers such as Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, as well as modern authors such as Ryan Holiday and Donald Robertson, has been distilled in a form that is easy to digest and consume even if you're not a reader. The condensed timeless knowledge in these meditations will guide you in navigating through the complexities that come with modern living and help you in your quest to living a virtuous and meaningful life, especially in this global health crisis. Stoic Life is available for $2.99 in the US across all stores online until April 10th. The price has been reduced for other countries as well. Please check online. It can get better than this if you are new to Stoicism and want to learn the essential teachings of this philosophy. I hope you take advantage of this offer and use Stoicism as an invaluable tool in your arsenal to battle the COVID-19 pandemic. I'll share a universal book link for Stoic Life in the show notes. You can use it to get the book from your favorite store for a reduced price until April 10th. I hope this episode added tons of value to you. If you would like to ask me a question or have any comments or suggestions, write an email or send a voice memo to podcast@thekarmayogi.blog. And if you want even more resources to create an extraordinary life and become a better version of yourself every day, plus some personal insights and updates along with monthly book recommendations from me that I only share in email, come visit my website at thekarmayogi.blog and make sure you subscribe to my email newsletter. Also, when you sign up, you'll get my beautiful e-guide, Becoming a Karma Yogi, a quick and essential guide to revolutionize your life for free. Of course, you won't receive any spam and you can unsubscribe anytime. So take care of yourself, stay home, stay informed and act accordingly. Just remember that fear and panic is not the solution. Good thinking and necessary precautions are. Social distancing is temporary, but good health is long-lasting. Spread love, not hate, and focus on goodness and protection, not harm. Stay away from fear, anxiety, and panic, and just remind yourself over and over again that this too shall pass. I'm praying for you and your loved ones, hoping for things to get better soon, and sending love to all of you. Focus on your actions and let go of the outcomes, because success is a journey, not a destination, and we need to keep working towards it every single day. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.